Thank you, sir, for proposing the welcome address. Now, my humble request to His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose ji, kindly share his thoughts with us.
Most revered Padma Shri Pandit Gurudas Baul ji, CEO of IPAF, Sri Shyam Pandey, Education Officer of the Indian Museum and my colleague, Sri Sayan Bhattacharya, CEO of Money Group, Sanjay Junjunwala, my very dear brothers and sisters and friends. It gives me immense delight to be here on this auspicious occasion when the artist is honored, when art is honored. When art is honored, the society gets enriched. Where art is honored, the gods rejoice. I deem it a great privilege for me to be in the presence of the legendary Padma Shri Pandit Gurudas Baul ji, who represents the best traditions in India and a quintessence of perfection as far as folk art is concerned. I deem it a great privilege to share a dais with him. That, as you know, music, Shakespeare says, music is the food of love. Music is the food of love, play on. This world began with music. Omkar was the first primordial sound, the Pranav mantra. This is not even in Indian mythology or Indian belief. Dryden says in Song for St. Cecilia's Day, from heavenly harmony, the universal flame began. Music is the beginning of all. Music is the end of all. That is the greatness of music. As you know, Ananda on his veena can entice the whole world, enthrall the whole world, enlighten the whole world, enrich the whole world. And in Greek mythology, we have Orpheus on his lyre. Orpheus could open the gates of hell, Hades. When his lady love, Eurydice, was dead, and she went to the nether world, Hades. There is no way of entering the Hades. A human being, a live being cannot enter the Hades and cannot return back. But he played on his lyre, the keeper of the Hades, gates of Hades, the fearsome Cerberus, the three-headed dog. Even he got enticed by the celestial music of Orpheus, and the gates of hell were opened to him, and he could bring Eurydice back from Hades. That is mythology. Even today, we know that a nation is honored, a society is revered, not on the basis of its military power or economic power. A nation is honored on the basis of soft power. And what is soft power? Hard power, as you know. Hard power is military power. Hard power is money power. Military power and money power does not achieve anything substantially, anything permanently. Whereas soft power can. So a nation's soft power is its art, tradition and heritage. Every country has now realized it. India has one of the strongest soft power in the world. It befell the lot of the Harvard professor, Joseph Nye, who said, soft power is the real power. You know, it is said, a powerful army with powerful weapons and powerful leaders can be defeated by, or can be made powerless by a more powerful army with more powerful leaders and more powerful weapons. But not so art. The soft power is something which influences others to decide what you want. The power of this has been realized by all countries. America has taken a lead in this. Then it came to the lot of UK. Then it came to the lot of France. Then it came to the lot of Japan. Now, our neighbor, China. China has established the Confucius Institute, which has penetrated into all educational institutions, including universities and all the think tanks of the world. China's soft power has been on display. India India has decided, India has determined under our Prime Minister Narendra Modi to prove to the world the efficacy of India's soft power. The Kala Kranti, the award which is given here, Kala Kranti or Art Revolution, the Kala Kranti report, you have truly had the humble opportunity to write the report for the government of India. It is there. India has determined to show its soft power, its art, culture and tradition. That is going to be the way of the world. I am not an artist. Recently, in the last 2-3 days, I have been invited to speak on art. I am not a painter. I am not a photographer. I am not a dancer. I am not a sculptor. I am only a poor governor. But I have been asked to speak about art. I want to share with you the discomfiture which I had. I was once culture secretary of the government. We organized a big cultural festival in Delhi. I was at that time in Kerala's culture secretary. So in Delhi, we organized a big art cultural festival in Vigyan Bhavan. We were told that there will be some trouble from the agitated student unions. So we decided to restrict entry into the hall only through security passes issued and cleared by the Commissioner of Police. Policemen in Mufti were posted at the gate. They were asked strictly to check the pass. Don't allow anyone, however important he is, to enter the hall without the pass. Then came Amitabh Bachchan. He had forgotten the pass. The police asked him, "Sir, pass?" He said, "I have forgotten the pass." Then said, "I am Amitabh Bachchan." People said, "This is Amitabh Bachchan who is going to be honored today." But the policeman has to do his duty. He said, "Yes, you are Amitabh Bachchan, show the proof." Then he said some dialogue in Diwar and then got it proved. Then comes Amjad Ali Khan. No pass, proof. He played on the sitar and he got it proof enough. Then comes KJ Yesudas, my friend from Kerala, celebrated singer. He also had forgotten the pass. Proof was asked for. He sang 2 lines from one of his famous songs. Proof enough. He was also there. Got it. Then I came there. I didn't know these things. I came there at that time in a white ambassador car with a red light. At that time anybody can use the red light. So I came there, stepped into the hall. The policeman told me, "Sir, pass." Pass? For me? That IAS arrogance? Pass for me? I am the culture secretary. He said, "Sir, nobody denies that. But sir, you have to give the pass. Otherwise approve. That is the order which we also have issued through the commissioner." I said, "What do you mean?" "Sir, please don't take it that way. Sir, Yesudas came here, Amjad Ali Khan came here, Amitabh Bachchan came here." I got wild. Amjad Ali Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, Yesudas, who are these people? Who are these guys? The policeman told me, "Sir, you don't know them?" Arrogantly I said, "I don't know them. Why should I know them?" Then the policeman told me, "No more proof is required. You are the culture secretary." It is with this background that they have invited me to speak on a topic in which I have no grounding. But I know no nation is honored for its military victory. When imperialism was in its zenith and Britain was on the acme of glory, the poet reminded, "Not gold, but only men can make a people great and strong." Not gold, but only men can make a people great and strong. Let us look at India. India without Kalidasa or Vyasa. The United Kingdom or Britain without Shakespeare or Milton. Greece without Socrates and Aristotle and Plato. France without Voltaire and Rousseau. Can we imagine such with vision the states without these greats in art and literature? Yes, we need not only statesmen, politicians, administrators, scientists. We need artists to enrich and enliven a nation. That is something which we shouldn't forget. In the Indian tradition, our kings always used to encourage the artists. Vikramaditya is known not for the wars which he fought, not for the fires which he signed. Vikramaditya is known because of the 9 jewels, Navaratnas. Who are the Navaratnas? Dhanvantari, Kshapanara Amarasanga Shanku, വേദാളപ്പെട്ട ഘടകർപ്പന കാളിദാസ ഖ്യാതോ വരാനമകിലോ നൃപദോസമായ രത്നാനി വരവിജിത വിക്രമസ്യ. Says, we remember him, we remember because of the poets and the artists who are with him. Similarly, we speak of the great Augustan era, Augustan age in Roman history. Augustus Caesar. Augustus Caesar again is not known for the wars which he won. Augustus is known because he was encouraged into art and literature. And in England, Elizabeth I, she is known because of artists like Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, and the greats who enriched the literature and art there. Therefore, art and artists, where they are honored, the gods do rejoice. I would say, art and artists were born even before God. Maybe a blasphemous statement, but no. There are chaos everywhere, isn't it? Indian mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Egyptian mythology. There's chaos everywhere. Then God's imagination first came. Imagination was first born. Everything is born twice. First in the mind and then in the field. Yes, in the Bible, God said, let there be light, and light there was. In the book of Genesis, it is said, in the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. God had in imagination, in his vision, what the earth should be, what human beings should be, what animals should be, what trees and flowers should be. His imagination which first was born. Then took the creation. Imagine, Om was the primordial sound which is there. Then only creation began. We need vision with action. Imagination precedes action. We need vision with action. See, imagination, the great artist, before Michelangelo dipped his brush in paint, he had a vision of what the day of the judgment will be. On the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, we see the great frescoes of Michelangelo. Before he dipped his brush in paint, he had his imagination worked. This is man, this is God, this is heaven, this is hell. Yes, it is that imagination which resulted in creation. That is the case everywhere. Once Michelangelo was asked, Master, how do you create the form of a Pegasus, that the winged horse, in a piece of marble? He said, it's easy. You just keep the frame, the figure of the Pegasus and the marble, and chisel out the rest. A sculptor can see the sculpture within. In the Carrara and lift beautiful marble and go away. Michelangelo will be seen loitering for days together, looking at all the marble pieces. A broken marble in the corner, he will pick up, and he knows, in this lies Pietà. In this he can find the great masterpiece Pietà in the broken piece of marble. When the 24-year-old Michelangelo, he sculpted the Pietà and was kept on the St. Peter's, people started marveling at his beauty. They said, who is this great artist? They said, it is Il Gobbo, because he was the most famous artist at that time. The 24-year-old unknown Michelangelo, his heart broke. That is his masterpiece. They say it is somebody else's masterpiece. He came down. At night he came down. In those days it was not the habit of artists to write their names on their work of art. For the first time he came, but where to mark on this beautiful figure? Mother Mary, Madonna and the child, the pathetic figure, where to mark it? Then he saw the sash on Mother. There he wrote, Michelangelo Bonarotti. That is artist. The agony and the ecstasy. Irving Stone's agony and the ecstasy portrays the mind of the artist Michelangelo. Take for instance any artist for that matter. Whether Shakespeare or Kalidasa or Vyasa dipped their pen in ink. They had a vision of what Mahabharata is going to be, what Kumar Sambhava Raghuvamsha is going to be. Yes, what Hamlet or King Lear is going to be. When Kalidasa wrote, Askirtarasyam Disi Devatatma. Atishwarasya Amrish Devadana, Himalayo Namana Gadi Raja, Puravaru, Toyanadhivagahya, Sthita Pradinyam Iva Manadanda. I look at the Himalayas, for me it's only a geographical phenomenon, but for the poet, Astutarasyam Dishidevadatma, Himalayo Namana Gadi Raja, Puravaru, Toyanadhivagahya, Sthita Pradinyam Iva Manadanda. See, he sees Himavan as a godly figure, which is a measuring yard between the two oceans. That is, the poet sees what others do not see. The poet hears what others do not hear. It is said, poetry is best words in the best order. Prose is right words in the right order. Sublime poetry is right words in the best order. That is what Kalidasa is. Vyasa is. That is what Shakespeare is. Yes. Coleridge speaks of three types of imagination: primary imagination, secondary imagination, plastic imagination. Plastic imagination is most sublime level of imagination. That is what Kalidasa possesses, Vyasa possesses. Yes, that is what Shakespeare possesses. Indians, I am sorry to say, when they say proudly that Kalidasa is known as a Shakespeare of the East, don't forget, Kalidasa was born 1000 years before Shakespeare. Shakespeare is the Kalidasa of the West, not the other way around. And we proudly proclaim that Chanakya is a Machiavelli of the East. Chanakya was born 1700 years before Machiavelli. Take pride in India. Be proud Indians. My nation is great. My Indian great and strong. Let us rekindle that pride in the youngsters. Art and culture can do that. That is what great figures like Padma Shri Pandit Purnadas Bauji and others are inspiring us. Yes, I do not want to take more of your time. I only want to say one thing. Let us be proud to be Indians. Look at the great monuments that we have. Before I came to Bengal, I had a very confidential duty to do. That is providing world-class facilities in the monuments. That is called the Prime Minister's Adopted Heritage Scheme. I happened to be the principal advisor for doing that in Red Fort. Then only we realized India has such great marks and symbols of tradition. I remember, if serious things can be said in a lighter way, China had a feeling, we are above everybody. We are above everybody. Even when China was a poor country long time back, in the days of the emperors, the British Queen sent the ambassador to the weak Chinese king. And the ambassador asked in politeness, what can Her Majesty do for your Majesty? Old man, with trembling voice, he said, tremble and obey. China is the weak China at that time was telling strong Britain, tremble and obey. That is a pride which they had. Now a Chinese team came to India. They wanted to see various monuments here. They were taken to Red Fort and they said, how many years did you take to complete this? They said, sir, 15 years. Oh, in China we completed it in 2 years. Then they were taken to the Ajanta Ellora case. How many years were these paintings? They said it took 100 years. Oh, we take only 10 years. They knew what is happening. Then they were taken to Taj Mahal. And they said, how many years did it take here? The guide said, I don't know, sir. Last week when they came here, it was not here. Now it is there. Take pride in one's own culture and civilization. Yes, Bharat Muni. Even the gods have to realize the power of culture. When Brihaspati told Bharat Muni, what is happening to the Devas? They are not taking any interest in spiritual and divine matters. They are personal loving. What is the regeneration? How do you make them know the value of the great lessons which the Rishi has taught us? Then Bharat Muni decided there is a way for that. That is where the concept of edutainment began. He created Bharatanatyam. Teach them to art, teach them to dance. That is how the Bharatanatyam was born. And then to develop that, to give it permanent status, he designed the Natyagraha. So art has been there to guide even the gods. Art is above God. Imagination is above God. Because God created all of us using his imagination. And of course, I remember in Rome, Vatican. Anybody see that was the time of Michelangelo and all the great artists were there. Pasella, Garnini, Barberini, great artists, great architects. Then one artist, it was custom in those days. You come to Rome, you draw a painting or whatever it is, write a poem, you dedicate it to the Pope, Holy Father. The Holy Father will look at the painting and write something from the Bible and with his signature return it back. One artist, he drew the portrait of the Pope Julius.
Pope Julius looked at it, it was no resemblance to his face. But then what to do? Something from the Bible, some sentence, some words is to be written in sign.
He thought, what will I write? Suddenly he remembered, in the Sea of Galilee, Jesus, the disciples of Jesus were caught in a storm. They were about to perish. The boat was about to capsize. Jesus saw this. He walked on the water, walked the waves. Seeing somebody walking on the waves, they were all afraid. What is this? To pacify them, Jesus told his disciples in distress, fear not, it is me. The Pope wrote underneath his portrait, fear not, it is me. A similar story is about Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, a dramatist, a friend of his, invited Gurudev to witness his drama being performed on the stage. Gurudev came there. After 5 minutes, Gurudev started sleeping. The drama ended in 2 hours. They woke up Gurudev. The dramatist also drove Gurudev. In the car, the dramatist asked Gurudev, Gurudev, you saw my drama. You didn't give any opinion. Gurudev did not say anything. Not only you did not give any opinion, Gurudev, you were sleeping. Gurudev said, sleep is also an opinion. Sleep is also an opinion. So when you are in art, try for excellence. Excellence. Yes, that is what is required. When I said about sleep, I would like to repeat something which I once said somewhere. I had another, loss of face or discomfiture. One day, when I was district collector in my earlier avatar, I was a civil servant. I was district collector, equivalent to district magistrate here. There was an interfaith international conference there in my district, Kolkata. Lot of great speakers, spiritual leaders from all over the world came there. One day, Swami Chinmayananda also came. Chinmayananda is a great exponent of Bhagavad Gita. He is an excellent orator. So I also went there to pay my respects to the local collector. Then I heard an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, Swami Chinmayanandaji's flight is delayed by 1 hour. Another announcement. In the meantime, our district collector, Ananda Bose, will speak. My God, I was never informed about it. Anyway, having announced, I went on the stage and asked the organizer, what is the topic? So the topic is dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. Did you understand anything? I didn't understand a thing. Anyway, I spoke about dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. 15 minutes passed. I got a cheat. I thought, my God, save. When you get a cheat during speech means please wind up. You know what was written there? Chinmayananda's flight is delayed by another 1 hour, please speak on. So I had to speak on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. This is scene number 1. Scene number 2. After a few years, I received a UN award, Global Best Practice Award for my activities in low-cost housing. I received it. I got an opportunity to speak in the UN General Assembly for this. Happy. I came to Manhattan Hotel and I was relaxing there. I get a call. See, at that time there is no, mobile is there. Just international call came from Kerala. An old lady sent me, am I speaking to Dr. Bose? I said, yes, ma'am. Dr. Bose, I need your help. Tell me, ma'am. See, I am not able to sleep for the last 2-3 days. So I thought maybe she thought I am a medical doctor. I said, ma'am, I am not a medical doctor. I know. I see, I am Professor Sarah Jacob, who was a professor of English in that Fatima College in Kollam, in your district collector. Oh, okay, ma'am, tell me, what can I do for you? This is my problem. For the last 3 days, I have not been able to have a wink of sleep. I need your help. Then I thought, madam, do you have hypertension? Yes. Are you in the habit of taking sleeping pills? Yes. Maybe you would have forgotten to take the sleeping pills, that's why you are not. No. I have taken barbiturate, she knows everything about sleeping pills. Still I am not able to sleep. Then I said, ma'am, tell me, what can I do for you? See, doctor, you remember when you were district collector here, you gave a speech on dialectical materialism, and can you please repeat it? I want to sleep. So before you say that, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.